Store ang hardware sugar. Alright, what's up internet? And as the title mentioned, we have gone beyond, actually. Bitcoin price has gone beyond 100,000 for the first time in its history. Hang on, let me check. I thought I did everything already para tama na yung chat, but it's not appearing in our usual window. So let me check a little bit what is happening. Hang on. Should have test. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sup, Jose Mary Carl. Sup, Anton. Sorry, Anton. Your previous... Anton was the first one to message. You can see it on the YouTube. Or Anton was the first message to chat. But it didn't come out dito sa chat window natin, which is on my left. Obviously, I would not make a good weather camera or weather guy. Like, di ko maintindihan. Like, yung outline, yung overlay nandito or whatever. But anyway, the chat seems to be working. Just that the older messages before I shifted to this scene in OBS, hindi lumabas. But chat seems to be working now. Sup, guys? Thanks for tuning in, Anton. Thanks for tuning in for Jose Mari Carl. Merry Christmas indeed. So Bitcoin, if you looked at Bitcoin's price just from last episode, so that was like last month, it was around 91,000. Every time we do Cryptowatch rather, I put the prices of Bitcoin dito sa video description, so it's below. So last month it was around 91,000. That's not even last month because I did Cryptowatch towards the end of November, and now we're just at the start of December. But we have breached in convincing fashion. Like about a week ago, we were almost there, parang 99, 200 or something, like just barely almost hitting 100, and we slumped back down. But yung very important about Bitcoin reaching and surpassing 100, of course, it's a nice round number. It's historic. This is the first time that Bitcoin has been at this price, but it's also that it has held it for the past 12 hours or so in convincing fashion. Or it's been less than 12 hours. Pero yung exciting din dun, it breached 100 during Asian trading time. Ako, yung personal philosophy ko is that price action doesn't happen usually during Asian trading time. Usually happens during New York or US trading time. So that's 9 p.m., 10 p.m. our time. Nagsisimula yan. Usually the Asian trading day just follows what happened dun sa US trading days. So kung tumaas during US, medyo it will sustain it, maybe rise up konti. Or kung bumaba, you can kind of expect it na yun nga, stable lang or bababa din siya. Nothing usually significant. I mean, hindi siya catalyst for anything, yung Asian trading day. There are some people that don't take that view. In particular, they take a look at the Korean trading day because a lot of Koreans are into crypto. So the Korean exchanges, they're big into Ripple now, Doge, of course, Bitcoin. So some analysts, like I'm starting to slur my words. I'm so excited that Bitcoin is above 100K. But before I get into anything, let me just do the ad because we do have to thank our sponsor who has been with us through thick and thin, even when Bitcoin was way below 100K. So see you after the ad break.
Sawa ka na ba sa unactivated Windows mo? Well, lucky you! Pinakabago mula sa cdkeyoffer.com. Windows 10 and Windows 11 activation codes. Legit, safe, at pinakamura. Madali lang umorder. Hanapin ang Windows version na gusto mo. Piliin ang preferred payment method. Wala pang 5 minutes, nagsiligi ka na para sa Windows mo. Marami na kaming natulungan.
Dati, sad and depressed ako. But now, I found the love of my life.
Dati, aimless and walang purpose ang life ko. But now, I'm a world-class Zumba instructor.
So, web developer ako and content creator for a YouTube channel. And ngayon, ganun pa rin ako pero activated na yung Windows ko.
Kaya kung naghahanap ka ng legit, mura, at original software,
Check out cdkeyoffer.com.
Check out cdkeyoffer.com.
Check out cdkeyoffer.com. All right, I'm seeing a lot of pwede magtanong questions or computer-related questions, mostly from the Facebook guys. I'll try to get through all of them, but like I'll do crypto first, and then I'll go through the chat questions. Like for example, or sige, we can do one. For me, I would just go with the 4070. RTX performance is better. Performance is better also compared to the 7800 XT. Sige. Maybe neck and neck, but I would bet most games would have better performance with the 4070. But with the 4070 Super, which is what I recommend over the 4070, definitely faster than the 7800 XT, better RTX performance, better DLSS performance as well. So you're just getting a better overall card. And I'm not dumping on AMD. I appreciate that they've been trying different things with their GPUs. Intel is supposed to come out also. Speaking of another also runs GPU segment, Intel is supposed to come out with with their newest line very soon, yung Battle Mage ata. But it's, Nvidia cards are... My daughter is right off camera, and she's asking me a question about some of the YouTube videos she watches. It doesn't sound... Maybe... That does sound a little scary. I'm stream. So, like for me, instead of the 4070, I would suggest the 4070 Super, and that addresses also the question of Angelo. Because just very recently, like 2 days ago, somebody was gonna get a 4060 Ti from us. They're gonna make a whole build. But it's just like talking. You can stream later. Let Daddy stream first, and then you can stream later. Okay? Wait, careful, because all the wires and stuff. Huh? You can stand here behind and then see yourself on camera.
I want to stay here.
You want to stay here?
Yes.
Here, but so that you can see yourself. Yeah, see? My 4-year-old assistant, she has actually been very helpful.
Wait, more. I'm just sitting in lap now. Hello, stream.
Say hello to the stream, then go up to Matmat.
Hello, stream.
Yes. And then I'll show you the replay later. Go upstairs now with Yayamir.
No,
Daddy has to cover a lot of material today. Then I have to go eat dinner.
I just want to stay here.
You want to stay here? Okay, but you need to be quiet, okay? Okay. All right. So, I had somebody inquire about the 4060 Ti 2 days ago. And then they asked, magkano na rin yung 4070? So, I just recently researched the prices of 4070. Malapit na siya sa 4070 Super eh. So, it really doesn't make sense anymore to get a 4070. Better yung 4070 Super. And again, you're getting better performance. And that's really how it's like... Oh, say hi to Anton.
Hi, Anton.
Yeah. But that's my name, right? But there's also... We have a friend in the chat whose name is also Anton. He helps clean our car. You know how when our car comes home and it's very shiny and nice? Anton does that. Yeah, so say thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know actually if the mic is picking up. When we do Viber video calls with her, the mic doesn't seem to pick it up. Like it automatically filters it out kasi I think it's the high pitch. Let me just say hi to Sup Lucky Bear Vlogs. I don't know if the guys told you, but I think we have good news regarding your CPU. The distributor promised within this week makakuha namin yung replacement CPU. I think I'm pretty sure that that's your CPU. I'm really sorry it took so long. We were really reliant kasi on the distributor who was reliant Ice Age, who was also reliant on Intel. I don't know. Intel has not been that great addressing these issues. Wait, don't press anything, baby girl.
I just pressing with you.
Yes. Sorry, I'll get back to the 4070 and the 4070 Super. But just for this question, that's not the one we wanted to highlight.
I just want to press on you.
Press. But because when you see this on the screen, it's like different pictures that we put one on top of another. So you might disturb the order. Yeah. It does. You'll definitely disturb the order. Okay, don't do that.
I didn't play.
Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta get rid of my assistant. All right, we're back. Sorry for that small interruption. Children, man. What I want to do, to be honest, if I am fortunate enough to ride the crypto wave somewhat competently, is to get, because like my wife and I have been married 8 years. We've lived in the same place. We bought it already like this, so it's a townhouse. We bought it as is, so no children yet. But it was roomy enough for children. And then we had this home office and everything, but I never anticipated I would be streaming and then the kind of content that we're doing now. So parang I want a dedicated studio space and like maybe far in the house na the children can't get to me. So hopefully, I mean, cross our fingers, God willing. Sup Arvin? Have we gotten? I believe yours. Have we released your PC na? Like, so we reskinned it to the CH160. I'm trying to remember the status reports from the shop. Like, alam ko dumating na eh. So dapat na reskin na yun. But let me know. I mean, either through this chat, the public chat, or through our DMs. Let me know kung di pa na-release. Because I'm pretty sure tapos na yun eh. Or dapat tapos na yun. Yeah, so if I'm sorry, I have in my head I have a bunch of people that I want to reply to, like the questions in the chat and the question about the 4070 and anything, and then we'll get to the crypto part. But yeah, so God willing, we ride the crypto wave somewhat adroitly. I would wanna tear down this place because when we bought it gawa na siya. Medyo luma na rin, but it has served us well. But I think it's time to redesign the house with children in mind, with kind of like the setup that I need also. So God willing, we can tear this place down next year with the funds that we get from crypto. But we'll see. Let's not count our houses until that they're built. But definitely 102,500 for Bitcoin is a very good sign. Just to the DreadGen project has actually recently just bought a computer for us, so thank you so much for that. To answer this question, we don't expect GPU prices to fluctuate anymore because of crypto, because a lot of the coins don't use proof of work anymore. So basically what you would do before was you would get a GPU and then you would run a program on your computer so that you could do work for that particular system, and then you generate new coins, and some of those new coins get sent to you as reward for the work that you were doing. But a lot of the big coins don't use proof of work anymore. Basically, they don't use GPUs. The way that they mine is different. Instead of proof of work now, they do proof of stake. Bitcoin still uses proof of work, but it's been a long time since you've actually used a GPU to mine Bitcoin. It's not effective. It's not cost effective anymore. The amount of energy, the electricity that you're using to generate Bitcoin, hindi na siya cost efficient if you use a GPU. You need to use a specialized chip called an ASIC miner. So Bitcoin is still proof of work, but it's out. They don't use GPUs anymore. Ethereum, which is the second largest crypto in terms of value, but maybe Ripple will replace that soon. We'll talk about that also in a little bit if we still have time. Very excited about that since I have been bullish about Ripple. Mentioned it in the past. I am holding a spot bag of Ripple. So Ethereum, still the second largest crypto in terms of value, used to be proof of work. So that is the main thing that you wanted to use your GPU to mine. But even last year, or when was it? Medyo matagal na yung Cancun update ba yun? The Cancun update? Or was it another update? Sorry, I can't quite remember, but they have moved to proof of stake. So you cannot use your GPU anymore to mine Ethereum. So there are still a lot of coins that use proof of work, but they're much smaller in terms of market value. So medyo the mainstream doesn't use GPUs to mine crypto anymore, and that's really what affected GPU prices in the past. So definitely Nvidia still makes chips, but that's more for AI. Sorry, I'm thinking about like other industries that could impact GPU prices. It's not the crypto market. Maybe AI. So AI, the GPUs that can do AI processes are really in demand right now. And so Nvidia is at the forefront of that. But Nvidia has been good about making sure gamers get their fill. Nvidia cards might be a bit pricier than AMD cards or Intel cards. But basically, medyo na-define na yung price ranges ng Nvidia. Even the latest upcoming GPUs like the 5090, not a lot of people expect them to breach the price level of a 4090. So, naka-segment na yung market and the prices are kind of like, if not set in stone, the range is well established already. So, long story short, we don't expect GPU prices to be affected either by crypto prices going up or AI computation hardware being in demand. And even the latest gen coming out, a lot of people don't think that the price ranges will differ. So the 5080 will be roughly analogous to the 4080 in terms of price, or 4080 Super. And then the 5090 roughly analogous to the 4090. So we're talking like in the ballpark of around $2,000 or something. Sup, Kane is Sasuke. I do want to play CS2 because I do need to get through my gaming streams. Are we friends on on Steam yet? Like the Hardware Sugar? Are you friends with the Hardware Sugar account on Steam? I mean, not now, but I do need to start doing the game streams in a couple of days. Sup, Kaiser? Alt season has started, man. I have a bag of CRV. So I got in, because there's this one guy I follow on crypto Twitter. His name is Credible Crypto. I talk about him and other people I follow on crypto Twitter in the video link below. So I have 3 videos in the text description below. How to trade as a beginner, what you need to know, what you don't need to know. And the last one is who I follow on crypto Twitter. Credible is one of them. And he really when CRV, so CRV is a crypto, was at around 30 cents, he was like, okay, I think, I would advise people to start buying in. So I did, and now it's at over $1. Can you imagine? So 3x siya, roughly. More than 3x in less than a month. So, and it's not just CRV. We've seen Ripple go from 58 cents to over $2, so that's 4x. We've seen Sol is has lagged behind. Ethereum has lagged behind. But a lot of the other altcoins, and the Dino coins, that's what a lot of people have been saying. These really old coins, DOT has seen tremendous price gains. And even just across the space, I don't even, there are a lot of coins I don't follow. I simply can't keep up with all of the coins. Pero wild. Although, true alt season really just starts when Bitcoin dominance peaks, and we're still far from that. Bitcoin is gonna run and run and run. Bitcoin's gonna run some more until we get true alt season. But the prices of altcoins, so Bitcoin dominance has waned a little bit, in terms of the value of Bitcoin. Basically, kasi in crypto, it's Bitcoin versus everybody else. Market value of Bitcoin versus everybody else. And so Bitcoin dominance tracks that. Usually, Bitcoin dominance peaks at around 60, slightly over 60. And then that means top na ni Bitcoin, and then money will flow into alts, and then the whole market crashes. But we're still 6 to 9 months away from that. So this is just really the start of the bull market, the honest to goodness bull market. So altcoins will go up as Bitcoin goes up. But yung talagang true alt season, sobrang wild na valuations. Malayo pa, matagal pa. But yun nga, even now, it's XRP, Ripple was at 50 cents, 58 cents. And then it breached $1. And then now it's at $1.40, $1.25 kanina. I think it's sort of risen a little bit back to $1.40. So, yeah, I mean, altcoins are right up there with the rise in Bitcoin. So just to answer this question, the 4070 is super close in price to the 4070 Super. Actually, in the States, the 4070 should be cheaper than the 4070 Super should take the place of the old price of the 4070. But sup, J Cruz. But it doesn't work like that in our market. A lot of factors. I won't get into it now. But I had to do price. There was a customer who bought a full rig from us with a 4060 Ti. Then they medyo nabudol sila. They're like, how much kaya for 4070? So I looked up both the prices of the 4070 Super and the 4070. Sobrang lapit na lang ng presyo nila eh. So I would get a 4070 Super. I think we're talking somewhere in the price range of like 36, 33 if I remember correctly. And yun nga, sobrang lapit na lang ng 4070 4070 Super. Maybe you can find shops with old stock and they just want to eliminate that old stock, and then there's a significant price difference between the 4070 and the 4070 Super. But like if you ask a shop like us, now we don't have any 4070 on stock and then we would get it as a custom order, the price is very close na lang to the Super. So I would just go with the 4070 Super. The 3070, I don't know, to be honest. Sup, Angelo? I would have to look it up. If you really are curious, message us on Facebook and we can try to go through our supplier list to see sino pa may 3070. It's been a while since, like, no prices ring a bell, no supplier also na rings a bell na nagbanggit na, oh yeah, we still have 3070s on stock. I do want to mention as well, not related to crypto, that Sup John Lester, that so if you've noticed, the streams have been a little unstable lately, most particularly when we did the assembly of this guy, the Sihu M57 Pro, the review video of which we dropped like I think last week, and you can check it out. Yeah, but last week, and you can check it out on our YouTube. So sorry, na-distract ako sa kay Tay Vlogs. X870E with a 9800X3D. I mean, that is really like the dream, right? I mean, that's... Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that, with those two specs. Sub Vigilante Gaming. I saw some specs, and then I saw a message retracted. So, sorry, I just wanted to comment on the laptop before I blather on about crypto. So you may have noticed that the streams have been unstable because most of the streams now I pipe through the laptop. So we're streaming through my Asus laptop here because I like this format where you can kind of see my big screen in the background. So that's my PG48UQ, and then so I have to run everything through the laptop so that I can have the camera in front of me, because the way I usually do it, like for the game streams, the camera is here in this corner. So right behind the TIE Interceptor would be the camera, and then it's pointing down here at an angle to me, and then you can see the secondary monitor here, and then me here. But I think that's okay for game streams, but I like this kind of wider angle that you can see of my workspace better for these kind of talky streams. So I do like to use the laptop for pwede magtanong and for Cryptowatch. And yun nga, the laptop has been a bit unstable. It's always, and so just as a tech kind of aside, it's always been a little unstable ever since I got it. But I thought that was my fault kasi in-upgrade ko yung RAM. I slotted in another stick of DDR4 RAM into this laptop. Tapos hindi pa sila same capacity. So it comes with 16 gigabytes and then may extra DIMM slot. So I slotted in an 8 gigabyte RAM. And then I don't even know if the speeds were the same. So it was kind of a slapdash job. I just wanted to increase the RAM. So it now has 24 gigabytes of RAM. And I always thought the reason why it was unstable was yun nga, may slight difference between the RAM size and the speeds and the timing. God knows what the timing is of this one and the one I slotted in. So I was willing to accept that because I was like, oh, sige, I mean, it wasn't such a big deal. But recently, it started crashing more during the streams, and even when I would use it, like, I couldn't get through a Word document without it crashing. So before, okay lang. Like, the stability issues were within the realm of tolerance. But it got worse and worse. I'm like, okay, this is not something I can live with anymore. So I started researching dun sa event manager and then the error messages that were coming out. But, you know, I was getting a lot of, it could be like a power thing, it could be a hardware thing. Pero, first principles muna tayo. We always try to update software first. So I updated everything. Windows, which I usually update naman, and then some drivers. In fact, the drivers was for the touchpad here. Most of the drivers were up to date because I thought, you know, the important hardware na in-update ko naman yung software. So Windows 11, the kind of like basic updates and things I was doing already. And then when other hardware updates would come out, I would also update them. But for this one, I'm like, sige, it's not clear from Event Manager what's wrong, so I'm gonna update everything. Yung optional Windows updates and then the optional driver updates for the laptop in particular. Ginamit ko yung ASUS software that detects what the system is and then just finds what updates are available for it. So useful naman siya, in fairness to ASUS, yung ganun na software that kind of pipes it directly to the brand so that the brand can tell you, okay, these are the new updates. But I wasn't hopeful because the updates didn't seem to be consequential. Yun nga, there was kind of like pipichugin updates na, it's like, yeah, for the touchpad and things like that. But after I updated them, it has not crashed one time. So, knock on wood, I have yet to really stress test it. So this is the first stream na that I am doing that, where I'm that it might be a little stressed a little bit. But so far after updating all of the software, I have not experienced one crash. So cross our fingers na it was actually a software problem, and I need to apologize to the RAM, which I was always blaming in my head na kaya siya naging unstable. Sup, Ninoy? Good evening. Vigilante Gaming. So you put in some specs, 7600X with G-Skill RAM. Okay. The ASRock Mobo. What do you think of this upgrade? Baka may ibang... I think this is pretty good. Although, to be honest, I can't remember your old PC. Like, could you Vigilante Gaming, could you post your specs now and then what? So you're gonna upgrade. You're thinking of upgrading to this, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna be a weatherman. I just don't have the spatial ability to imagine it. So you're gonna upgrade to this. But what are you upgrading from? To yan, medyo di ko maalala eh. So like before and after would be good so that I can kind of think about it. My monitor is only 1440p, so 2K resolution, and yes. Oh, not a question, but yes. I mean, yeah, that will serve you for a long time. Yes. All right. So let me just go through the chat real quick. You could, like, if you're a gamer, you could probably go higher in terms of GPU. I mean, yeah, this is an okay pairing. I feel that the GPU is a little underpowered for an i5 9500. Especially if you're a gamer, you want the GPU to be overpowered. I mean, you want the GPU to be slightly beefier than the CPU. I won't get into my whole rant about bottleneck and things like that. But even like for most games, you could probably go higher than a 1050 Ti. But like if this is what you're aiming for, like ito na yung talagang swak sa budget, yeah, this is okay. Like I have no problem someone with this. But if you can go higher sa GPU, I would go higher with the GPU. Oh yes. 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 Layo nung performance ng 3060 tsaka ng 4070. 4070, you're already edging into 2K. I mean, you could actually do 1440p territory. Ay, nako, my children, so kulit. They're a real handful. Thanks, man. Hopefully we can get your CPU to you soon. 4070 Super is a very good is a decent, like, because I always feel defensive when I recommend Nvidia cards because people are like, oh, ang mahal. But really for the price, the performance that you're getting, they're quite decent, and you're getting very good DLSS performance, yung upscaling performance niya, RTX performance. And the driver stability is also there. So 4070 for 2K gaming is pretty good. But again, I would recommend a 4070 Super. The price difference doesn't make any sense anymore. Go with a 4070 Super and compared to 4070, you're asking for what CPU to pair that with. For gaming, get the X3D versions of the AMD chip. So you're looking at the 7800 X3D. Pero if you have money to spend and you can do the AM5 platform, then and you're already thinking about AM5, then yeah, go with the 9800 X3D. Is it out na ba? Or there is one X3D na 9000 series. So yeah, for sure, go with that. Don't tempt me. We can get 4090s. I'm not sure in particular about the Strix. Again, for questions about availability that I can't answer off the top of my head, please message us on Facebook and then we can really ask our suppliers and we can get back to you once you message us through Facebook if we can get it. For sure, we can get a 4090. Di ko lang maalala off the top of my head kung pwede yung 4090 the Strix version. Yon. So let me just go through some quick thoughts about crypto real quick since this is a Cryptowatch episode. If you need or if you would like more computer related stuff, oh hey, who locked this? Why can I not? As you know, if you watch the review, my favorite. Oh my goodness! Oh, this recline is so good. This is a very casual. Stream. To be honest, I try to be a little formal in the streams because this is out to the public and everything. But so I try to be a little professional. All right, so yeah, let's get our feet off the table and then. But what I really like about this chair is the recline. It's so good, and in the review I mentioned na I reward myself. Like if I finish a particular task, I will lean back and just kind of stretch and get all the kinks out. Kasi ang sarap talaga nung recline nitong Sihu M57 Pro. So, just a little bit of thoughts on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's the stuff. There we go again. Just a little thoughts on crypto. If you do want to tune in to computer-related content, no worries kasi tomorrow we're gonna do Pwede Magtanong, and that's really our live stream. It's First Friday tomorrow. That's a live stream where you can ask your computer questions. I'll try to answer them. Pricing questions, any computer-related stuff. Don't worry, Pwede Magtanong. I think I might do it a little earlier, so maybe mga 6:30, 6:45. I'll be doing it from my parents' house because I'll be shooting a video from there. And then, so I'll be there na rin. And then, yeah, so I'll probably shoot from there and then tuloy-tuloy na the live stream and then I'll come home for dinner. So, Sup Lea Magnaye? The 5090 is not out yet, but when it comes out, for sure we can get. And that's what happened with the 4090s. When the 4090 came out, we had a bunch of people na galit sa pera. They're like, I want a 4090 now. And we were able to get naman as custom orders, so no worries. 1 Bitcoin now, Kane Sasuke, is around $102,500. Let me play the ad again because I need to say thank you to the sponsor and then I will share my thoughts on crypto.
Sawa ka na ba sa unactivated Windows mo? Well, lucky you! Pinakabago mula sa cdkeyoffer.com. Windows 10 and Windows 11 activation codes. Legit, safe, at pinakamura. Madali lang umorder. Hanapin ang Windows version na gusto mo. Piliin ang preferred payment method. Wala pang 5 minutes, nag-CDK ka na para sa Windows mo. Marami na kaming natulungan.
Dati, sadly depressed ako. But now, I found the love of my life.
Dati, aimless and walang purpose ang life ko. But now, I'm a world-class Zumba instructor.
So, web developer ako and content creator for a YouTube channel. And ngayon, ganun pa rin ako pero activated na yung Windows ko.
Kaya kung naghahanap ka ng legit, mura, at original software,
Check out cdkeyoffer.com.
Check out cdkeyoffer.com. Check out cdkeyoffer.com.
Alrighty. Let me just go. Okay. I'm excited. I'm also excited for you. Tinitest pa pala yung temps. I am also excited for you. Pretty good build. And then, yun nga, let us know if you want us to sell the Terra for you. I'm thinking it will be easy to sell. But just let us know what price you want to sell it at. Because the seller, the owner, is the one who sets the price. Basically, we're just really an intermediary. Sorry, let me just jump a little bit. FB page is better. Like, we do also monitor the Discord, but the Facebook page is really more direct, and then we can respond to you right away. We can respond quicker through the Facebook page. So please, yes, through the Facebook page. I know. I'm very excited. XRP, so it was around 58 cents last month, and then it shot up to $1. Now we're at $2.20. The analysts that I respect, they're like, it's $20 is not outside the realm of possibility, which is insane. Imagine, it was at 50 cents just like a month ago. And then of course, $20 like peak of the cycle, but so not any time. We're not expecting it like in the next 3 months or the next 3 weeks, but for the top of this cycle, $20 for Ripple, wild, man. And even now, I mean, it's already it displaced Sol as the third most valuable coin in terms of market value, only behind Ethereum, and then it's kind of catching up to Ethereum also. Me too. I also got my Windows key from our sponsor. They are pretty good. Wait, hang on. Sorry, someone at the door. All right. Sorry, I just wanted to do this. It's very hard. Wala na, parang a lot of customers also requested for 5800 X3D, but we can't get it anymore. Basically, AMD has discontinued production. So our suppliers don't have, we don't have. Mahirap na. Yeah. 5700 X3D, is good naman. But sana with if you had the budget for the 5800 X3D and you're willing to pay more, di ba, parang nakakabitin eh. But I feel you, kasi syempre with the 5 series, the 5000 series CPU, you're still with AM4. But if you upgrade to AM5, there's a lot of additional cost. New MOBO, new RAM, and then the cost of the new CPU. So I feel you. Okay lang naman. Like, personally for me, if I were in your situation, I would be okay with the 5700 X3D and then just save the money. So may natira ka sa budget from the price difference between the 5800 X3D and then the 5700 X3D. I would save up that money as the fund to buy the next GPU. Parang ganon. So put the budget towards the next GPU. Yep. And then, sorry, I saw a question from Tay Vlogs, yeah. This is a toughie. Kasi maganda na yung original like where you're coming from, the 5800 X3D with the 4090. It's already a very competent gaming rig. But if you can afford it, if you can afford the upgrade, this is basically, I like it kasi this question. It's a good segue from the previous question. Kasi yun nga, with this one, you're really contemplating an upgrade to the next chipset. So to the next socket. So AM4 to AM5. So you need a new MOBO, new CPU, and a new RAM also. Kasi DDR5 na yung AM5. So that's a lot of money to put down just on an upgrade. And then you're looking pa at the specs the specs that you're looking at are, you know, are high end. So from a performance perspective, you'll definitely get a lot more horsepower, you know, a lot more performance from the 9800X3D AM5. You have DDR5 pa RAM, which is significantly faster than DDR4. So you're getting some speed with the upgrade. But yun nga, it's such an expensive upgrade eh. It's such an expensive upgrade because you got the MOBO, you got the CPU, you got the RAM. If budget is not a problem, I would say go for it. If you're taking a significant financial hit just to upgrade to this setup, then personally I wouldn't yet. I feel that the 5800X3D with the 4090 with the very beautiful PG48UQ OLED there will serve you well for a good length of time, at least 6 more months. Where, you know, di ka naman mabibitin in terms of like the games and the performance. So it really depends on you. Like, if this is money which you can kind of casually use, then yeah, I would say go for it. But if your wallet takes a significant hit from that upgrade, I would say wait na lang muna. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So aside from the I did want to do Vigilante Gaming. I did want to do love. Like OLED, like I love OLED. I can't go back na to anything else. From IPS, V80 and nothing. OLED. Love OLED. I mean, they're a bit pricier, for sure, but they don't have the problems anymore of the first gen OLEDs. And really, the display quality, it's ganda. Alright, sorry. Na-distract na naman ako. So, this is where Vigilante Gaming is coming from. So, you have the 5500 and then the Zotac 4060. Yes, it is. Yes. Short answer, yes. And then you're going to a 7600X. This is also, so from AM4 to AM5. So, this is the proposed upgrade. And this is where you're coming from. This is where you're coming from. Sorry, na-distract ako. Yes, Hardware Sugar will give away 0.00001 or ilang satoshis worth of Bitcoin. I had an interesting experience with them recently. I made a video about it. You can check it out on the channel. Sorry, Vigilante Gaming, na-distract ako. So this is where you're coming from. This is actually pretty good. This came from us, no? Like this is a very Hardware Sugar feel to it. Like the specs, you got the FSP HV Pro, which is very good for its price, and FSP very reliable. My own PSU is an FSP. Then you have the Matrix 43FS, the Zotac, and the AMD CPU. This is a very galing to sa amin, no? And then to this. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a good, yeah, that's a good upgrade if you also want a bit more performance, like for your work and like your browsing, like you have a lot of browser windows open. Definitely it updates the system. But you know, like for me lang if gaming performance talaga habol mo, I would just get a faster GPU. And then, you know, so faster CPU, what does that mean, right? You're like looking at a 4070 Super. And then so people will scream bloody murder in a bottleneck with the Ryzen 5 5500. To a certain extent, that's true. That like if you pair a 4070 Super with an R5 5500, that definitely feels underpowered. But again, games rely a lot more on the GPU rather than the CPU. So it's okay for it to be a little underpowered in relative to the GPU. I feel kung gaming performance lang talaga habol mo, you will feel it more. I mean, yes, you can talk about like how long it takes to boot up and the frames per second and things like that. But just in terms of like yung sulit na upgrade, especially kasi you'll have to upgrade a lot of stuff to get from AM4 to AM5. So for me, kung gaming performance lang yung habol mo, I would just get a faster GPU. And then next upgrade na yung CPU and things like that. With the caveat, if you're into gaming that is a bit more CPU intensive, so you're thinking like Valorant or maybe even Dota or the upcoming Civilization, usually the Civilization games are bit CPU intensive, then yes, then I would go with the 7600X that you were contemplating. But if what you're going for is like gaming performance in first-person shooters, any other games na, it's more GPU intensive, then I would go with the higher GPU. Might be a bit unpopular advice, but yeah, that's personally what I would do, like if I were in that situation. So, just my quick thoughts. Sorry, I do have to, sorry for the quick stream. I wasn't actually planning to stream Cryptowatch today. I was just gonna do either like a quick game stream or we have a short na prepared na ready to go. But my friend messaged me around 11, mga 12 noon, and he's like, Anton, lampas na nung 100,000 yung Bitcoin. I'm like, what are you talking about? When I left the house around 10 today, it was still around 98,500. And then can I just say, because I get a lot of, I've subscribed, like I've paid for analysis, and some of it is useful sometimes. And hindi mura yung analysis, but basically like I'm all in on this Bitcoin thing for this cycle for like the next 6 to 9 months. And from the previous streams, I have mentioned that ever since August last year, like I've been super dialed in. I've taken my hits, and I pay for analysts to send me their thoughts, basically. So one analyst sent me their thoughts before I left the house to bring my daughter to school. It's part of his regular... They send emails very regularly, these guys. And then, so he had sent it less than an hour ago when I read it. I tried to read them as soon as possible because the crypto space just changes so quickly. And he's like, I think lalampas within 48 hours, I think basically, I mean, there was a bunch of whys, and that's what I look for in the analysis. Hindi lang yung huna-huna lang na, feeling ko tataas to. But his Bitcoin was at around 98,500. So I'm like, I think that's a reasonable prediction. Plus, I think kung bumaba siya, hindi siya bababa ng ganun ka-drastic. Maybe, 97K, parang ganun. So I longed some Bitcoin at 98,500, not thinking that this would be it. Because there was no indication that there would be a pump. Bitcoin dropped to around like 95, and then it popped back up again. So, but we've been at this like 97, 98 range for a day. So there's nothing to indicate that there would be this excitement. So I'm like, okay, within the next 2 days seems reasonable. So I long Bitcoin. I had a position already from around 96,000. So I actually was thinking that it dips more, so I can, add to my position. Then when I read that, and then within 40 hours it's possible, I'm not sure it'll go down around where I first bought it around 9,600. So we're at 9,500. I bought just a little bit more. Did you see testing the waters? So I had no idea when I left that in less than 2 hours, Bitcoin would be not only past 100, but it's substantially above. I'm like testing waters. It's 60, 100, 1,500 something. I'm sitting pretty comfortably at around 100K. So my friend messaged that I honestly could believe. I didn't believe it. I checked the price at 9,500, like less than 2 hours of it. But there we are. So when I heard that Bitcoin had reached 100,000, I'm like, well, kailangan ko to watch. I wanted this to be on record. Like we have a stream on the day, 24 hours, that Bitcoin has reached. Has gone beyond 100,000. I've been interested in Bitcoin since it was single digits in value. At first I was just reading a geeky thing. You still see you mine at the time that I did Bitcoin. Although medyo yung doing mining, I remember mining my own GPU. So I've been interested in cryptocurrency as a concept and also like dabbling it for a very long time. It told me years ago, actually even more, maybe 12 years ago, that it would be like, it would reach 100,000 per Bitcoin. I would not have been with you. So I just wanted to do the stream today, just as a request na, man, what a time to be like 100K Bitcoin. Sorry, I don't want to if I ever had a Civilization, it would be on my desktop. It would be 750 on my desktop. Like mahal. Like I've usually spent several $1,000s, which I've earned crypto. So it's a lot for the value that they give. So I'm like, for sure, maybe we're looking maybe around like $5,000 in terms of money that I spent for subscriptions to these analysts. So I have two. Sorry, I have three. I have three. like I really observe them from the outside, like yung parang free Twitter and stuff. And when they see make sense and when I value them, I mean, I may good value naman siya. So I easily, like, around $1,000 total for the 3 subscription, the 3 services that I subscribe to that give me analysis on different crypto, Bitcoin markets, different altcoins as well, and things like that. But you know, this is me that I hope to generate the cycle. So I think reach-wise, okay din. Like worth it naman sila. And I'm gonna do some content on like the signals that I get from these paid analysis. That would be helpful also. It basically made them already. 2 of these are due for 1 year, and another one, actually I'll give it for 1 year, but I have to different times. You have to buy in the description at the end of 1 year. So for you, nagsisisa lang tatlo. I think they give naman. And yeah, valuations, the money that could be making, I think it's folly. Actually for me, I'm not really a technical analysis trader. I try to keep the prices and the sentiment more than EA. So then what I subscribe to are PA guys, so they supplement my weaknesses, my shortcomings. I think that can be a good combination. I think yeah, to spend that much. I mean, basically, pag-push na yun nung kid ko year, diba? Yeah, might do spend like school. Actually, more pa kayo, kasi semester lang. Pero worth it, I think. Thank you for that, Paul Man. Sorry, guys. It's still looking good on my end. I know we have seen some drops. Okay. That's taking it out. That's good for me to know from, because the service I'm using, I'm not using any service more. So to text me, I need to rely on my internet. Okay, alright, sorry. So the stream's not good. I will end it here, but thanks so much. And yeah, to the moon. Thanks so much for watching.